Despite Amazon and the mainstream media's best efforts to convince people otherwise, there is now no denying that Rings of Power Season 1 was a total disaster for Amazon. The most expensive TV series ever created that needed, by their own words, by their own admission, to be a global phenomenon was anything but that. It was wholeheartedly rejected by Lord of the Rings fans and by Tolkien fans. And you know what? That would be one thing. They could probably live with that if the fans rejected it, because honestly, Amazon never cared about Tolkien fans. They never cared about Tolkien. All they cared about was getting people to watch and, of course, the accolades that were associated with it. They wanted to be recognized as the studio that pushed diversity into Middle-earth. What an absolute joke. But unfortunately for the people that headed up this nightmare for Amazon, that didn't happen. In fact, people tuned out of this as fast as they possibly could. For something that needed to be a global phenomenon, it was not that. Only 37% of US Lord of the Rings of Power viewers finished Season 1. To put that in perspective, anything less than 50% is usually considered catastrophic and grounds for immediate cancellation of a series. But they have way too much invested in this. They failed to achieve the ratings that they themselves admitted they would need to consider this a success. And now, here we are, awards season, something that really doesn't matter to a ton of fans out there, but is very, very important to so many of these studios, especially Amazon. And Lord of the Rings of Power has been completely shut out from Emmy nominations, despite the fact that several other science fiction or fantasy genres are competing for Best Series. Fantasy hits Dragon, Andor, and Last of Us get top Emmy noms, but Rings of Power snubbed. Now, when it comes to hits, I don't know if I would have called Andor a hit ratings-wise. I think there are a lot of people are saying that they feel like Andor is one of the best things Disney Star Wars has done. Unfortunately, it was one of the lowest rated things they've done on Disney+. It was not some massive rating success or anything like that. But the fact that you have House of the Dragon is direct competitor with like 11 Emmy nominations or something like that, Last of Us with a lot of nominations as well, and Rings of Power can't get a single one, that is another embarrassment for them. Take a look at this paragraph. Yet Amazon's Lord of the Rings of Power, was notably snubbed from the major categories despite being the most expensive TV series ever made and submitting themselves in 22 categories. The Rings of Power was vying for Outstanding Drama Series, Writing, Directing, Supporting Actor, an actress, yet came up short in those categories. Congratulations to them. And, you know, as Gary pointed out, this is what was important to them, not the fans. They wanted the accolades. They obviously wanted people to watch, but they wanted the accolades. All the woke activists that were involved with the creation of it, that's what they wanted, and they're not getting it. Shocking turn of events, no Rings of Power, hashtag Emmys, hashtag Rings of Power. Disparu replies, especially bad when we know they chase awards because Amazon is looked down on and has no prestige. Gary says this, and I can confirm, Gary's talked to a lot of people that are very familiar with this production. I was told it was the single most important goal of the show. Screw what the fans say. Let's just get to awards season. A show made by woke Hollywood for woke Hollywood was rejected by woke Hollywood. LOL, hashtag Rings of Power. And of course, all of this is happening as they continue to go out there and speak about how they want to change Tolkien, how anybody that criticizes him is racist. They're already getting a head start on Season 2, setting the whole, if you criticize a cast member, you're a racist. If you criticize a lore change, you're just a racist bigot. Didn't work for Season 1. It's probably not going to work for Season 2. And of course, now we have the information that came out a few days ago, at some point last week, that Amazon CEO is actually looking into all these things. They're looking into the budgets for some of these most expensive series and questioning what the fuck we're doing, because it's obviously losing money for them. Rings of Power, considering how much they've invested in this thing, has been a flop for them so far. Whether you're looking at the fan reaction, whether you're looking at the ratings themselves, or whether you're looking at the critical accolades, across the board, Rings of Power has failed. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments section below. Another embarrassing failure when it comes to the fake Tolkien Lord of the Rings of Power. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.